Alright, so we got our case, our right case half elevated off the table here. Now that we got the crankshaft in there, it's sticking out a little bit, so we want it to be flat. Now we need to install these bearing retainer clips. It's basically just a little metal clip kind of deal. Screws in. Gotta put a little bit of red Loctite on there. So just a little bit of kind of do the trick. Make sure you get it started in there right. Get your impact screwdriver and give it a whack. It's not turning anymore, so I'm gonna call that good. On to the next one. Most of the time, see a little spot right there? You can tell that the bolt is rubbing against that, so that's how you know. That's the way it goes. Can't find a torque spec on these, so I'm just gonna say pretty darn tight. I think that'll do it. On to the next one. I think that does it for bearing retainers on this case half. On to the next side. Alright, so now we're on the ignition side of the case, and it's the same dealio. Just gotta put these retaining clips in. Put some thread locker on there. Get our trusty impact screwdriver. And give it a couple whacks. Alright, it's not really moving anymore, so I'm gonna call that one good. On to the next one. You wanna make sure when you're hitting it, you twist it the way that you're going. Like I'm tightening it, so I'm twisting it this way, pushing down. Feel it kind of stop moving in your hand. Did it? That's good. Alright, so we've got our transmission cleaned up. Now it's time to install. Still got it zip tied together there. If you do it right, it should just slide right in just like that. Boom! Now we're going to cut the zip tie. Now we need to install the shift arms. Alright, now I've moved the camera around and we're going to install the shift arms. And the way you can tell where they go if you forget is, this is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to move this gear up and down. And obviously, it doesn't go right there. There's only one little like kind of lip where this little guy can fit in. You just slide it in there, work it over to the hole, slide the pin through. You'll feel it hit the bottom, that's it right there. And it can only go with this little pin facing towards where the drum's gonna sit, which is right here. We'll actually probably have to pull this out and slide it to the side. Now for the other side. All right, so this pin goes in that hole. It only goes one way. And then these pins have to be facing towards the shifter. And this has an R and this has an L. So this one's gonna go on this side and this one's gonna go towards the higher side. So this one goes in first. That one slides up and down right there, so that's where the bottom one's gonna go. Kind of get it up in that little lip. There we go. And this one, nope, this one slides up and down. You can see the little lip in there, so that one slides right in there. Then we get our pin. Well, actually, first we need to get our shift drum, and that only goes one way. It's gonna go in right there, and we kind of need to line up the arms as well. They kind of, the little shift arms fall into the little channels on the shift drum. I'm gonna put some oil on that because it does not want to. It don't want to slide in. We'll put some grease on there. How about that? Just a little bit of grease. A little bit of grease on the inside of this bearing right here. That should lubricate the situation for us. There. There we go. Alright, so now I've got both of them in the channel all the way rotated, with the drum rotated all the way counterclockwise. Now I can put the pin through. Dang it. Man, this thing's annoying. All right, we'll try the other side then. Wow, that was easy. There we go. All right, finally. Just gonna give these a little tap. They sound like they're all the way in. Now it's time for a little bit of YAMAHA 4. Seal this bad boy up, get the cases mated, slap this puppy back together, ladies and gents. Kind of like arts and crafts time. You don't want to put this stuff on too thick, but not too thin either. You still want to seal it between the case halves. This stuff's pretty cheap. It's like $8 or $9 for a tube. I'll be able to do multiple engines with it. Alright, so now we got our other engine case half. I'll leave this one up. All right, that's looking pretty good. Next we're just gonna take a bit of grease. Got some on my finger right there. Just go inside this bearing. And then just a little bit of grease right there where the bearing's going to sit. So it'll slide in a little easier. Now everything should be ready to go back together. So we want to take our ignition side. Now we're going to install the crank pulling tool onto the crank. There we go. And even though it's sitting flat against the case, all I have is a socket and it's not going to allow me enough room. I don't think that's going to be enough room either. So we'll try to use these bar stocks. Alright, I think it's going to be enough. Now we'll pull the cases together. Alright, that's it, ladies and gents. That's all she's got. Everything looks like it's lined up good. We got a little bit of squish coming out. Just perfect. You don't want too much YAMAHA coming out the sides, but just enough. And if you noticed, it's not going anymore, so. It's installed, that's it. So now we need to put the bolts back in. Alright, so I remember this one goes right here because it has the holders for the carburetor right there. So that's how far they're supposed to stick out. So don't stick out that far like that one. So all the short ones go on the inside holes. And these go in the rest of the holes. There we go. Now I'm just going to tighten them up. Not really tight, but still going to go in a crisscross kind of pattern. That might be the wrong one. Alright, so now we need to torque these bad boys down, and it is 10 pounds. I don't know if you can hear that, but I felt it. There's another 10 pounds. And we're going to put an extension on here so we can get down in there and reach these bad boys. There we go. £10. Alright. So I thought I had lost this memory card, but I recently found it. So I figured I should probably add it to the build playlist in case anyone rebuilding their motor wants to know how to put the bottom end together. Sorry it's been a while since I've made a video, y'all. I know I've been kind of absent, been super busy. Got some stuff in the works for y'all. I'm actually filming another build of a motor tonight. KTM 2020 and newer owners. That's a little hint for y'all. Stay tuned, y'all, and brap on.